Have you ever held a book and felt the weight of centuries, of empires, of countless lives? There is one book that carries this weight more than any other: the Bible. It's the most printed, most translated, and most debated book in history. Its stories and teachings have inspired art, shaped laws, and guided civilizations. But where did this extraordinary book come from? Who wrote it? The answer is a remarkable partnership, a divine and human collaboration unfolding over thousands of years. Whether you see it as sacred or historical, its impact is undeniable. Today we peel back the layers to uncover the story behind the story. Join me as we seek to understand who really wrote the Bible. The Bible isn't a single book by one author, it's a library of many books. 66 books in the Protestant Bible, even more in Catholic and Orthodox traditions, written over 1,500 years. Its pages span continents: Asia, Africa, Europe, and cultures, from deserts to empires. More than 40 authors contributed: kings, fishermen, prophets, poets, and physicians. Each brought a unique voice and perspective. The Bible is a chorus of human voices across centuries, not a monolithic work. Written in Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek, it's a tapestry of languages and experiences. The miracle is that these diverse writings form a cohesive story. When we ask who wrote the Bible, we must appreciate its complexity. This is our first clue in the mystery of divine and human authorship. Let's take a closer look at the remarkable individuals whose lives and experiences shaped the words we read today. Behind every page of the Bible there are real people, each with their own unique story, background, and journey of faith. Consider Moses, who was raised in Pharaoh's palace, surrounded by wealth and power, yet chose to lead his people out of slavery. He became a lawgiver, a leader, and a poet, writing the Torah, an epic collection of laws, history, and poetry that still shapes lives today. Then there's David, who began as a humble shepherd boy, spending nights under the stars with his flock. He rose to become a king, a warrior, and a musician. His psalms, filled with raw emotion and honesty, have brought comfort and hope to millions across centuries. Luke, a Greek doctor and careful historian, approached his writing with precision and compassion. He interviewed eyewitnesses and meticulously recorded the life and teachings of Jesus, giving us a detailed and thoughtful account. Paul's story is one of transformation. Once a fierce persecutor of early Christians, he became one of Christianity's greatest missionaries. Through his journeys and letters, he shared deep theology, personal encouragement, and practical wisdom with communities across the ancient world. The Bible's authors came from all walks of life: kings, shepherds, doctors, scholars, fishermen, and prophets. Each one brought their own perspective, shaped by their experiences, challenges, and hopes. Their stories are as fascinating and diverse as the words they left behind, reflecting the full range of human emotion and experience. The Bible is not just a book of ancient wisdom, it's a collection of real people's experiences, struggles, questions, and faith passed down through generations. Through their hands, history and hope were written, connecting us to their world and their faith. These are just a few of the human hands that wrote the Bible, reminding us that behind every word, there is a story, a life, and a legacy that continues to inspire. The Bible claims a bold truth. While human hands wrote its words, its ultimate author is God himself. This is not just a matter of faith, but a foundational claim that shapes how millions approach its pages. The Bible stands apart from every other book, not because of its age or influence, but because it is believed to carry the very breath of the divine. The Apostle Paul wrote, "All Scripture is God-breathed," theopneustos in Greek. This word paints a vivid picture. Scripture is not merely inspired in a general sense, but is the direct result of God's creative breath, as if each word carries his life and intention. Imagine a master musician playing a trumpet. The melody and artistry come from the musician, but the sound is shaped by the unique qualities of the instrument. The music is both the musicians and the trumpets. In the same way, God is the master musician, and the writers of Scripture are his instruments. Each writer brings their own tone, style, and background, yet the music, the message, remains God's. God worked through their personalities, backgrounds, and unique voices. David's heartfelt poetry, Luke's careful history, Moses' leadership, and John's vivid visions, all are woven together by God's guiding hand. Paul's sharp logic and passionate letters, Solomon's wisdom, and the prophet's bold proclamations, each is inspired yet distinct, reflecting the diversity of human experience. The result is a book that is both fully human and fully divine, a tapestry of voices united by a single divine purpose. For billions of people across centuries and cultures, this makes the Bible not just a book to study, but a word to live by, a source of guidance, comfort, and hope. Its inspiration elevates it from great literature to sacred text, inviting readers to encounter something beyond human wisdom. The Bible is God's communication to humanity, His self-revelation, a message that transcends time and culture, speaking to the deepest questions of the human heart. This dual authorship, God's breath through human words, is the heart of its enduring mystery and power. It's what makes the Bible a living word, continually speaking, challenging, and transforming lives generation after generation. The Bible's diversity is stunning: history, law, poetry, prophecy, biography, and letters. Historical books like Genesis and Kings read as epic narratives. Law books like Leviticus outline ancient codes for society and worship. Psalms and Proverbs offer poetry and wisdom, speaking to the heart and imagination. Job wrestles with suffering in poetic drama. Prophets like Isaiah and Jeremiah deliver warnings and hope. The Gospels tell the story of Jesus. The epistles address real-life issues in early churches. Each genre requires a different reading approach. This literary richness means the Bible can be explored for a lifetime. Its variety is part of its enduring appeal. Fulfilled prophecy is a powerful argument for the Bible's divine authorship. Old Testament prophets made specific predictions about a coming Messiah, his birthplace, suffering, betrayal, and more. Micah named Bethlehem. Isaiah described a suffering servant. Zechariah predicted betrayal for 30 pieces of silver. Centuries later, the New Testament records these events in the life of Jesus. For many, this web of fulfilled prophecy is the fingerprint of a divine author. It's a story written across centuries, pointing to something greater. How do we know the Bible we have today matches the original? The answer lies in thousands of ancient manuscripts, far more than any other ancient text. The New Testament alone has over 5,800 Greek manuscripts, some just decades from the originals. The Dead Sea Scrolls, discovered in 1947, prove the Old Testament's remarkable accuracy over 1,000 years. Scholars found the ancient texts nearly identical to modern versions. Scribes copied with meticulous care, preserving the message through centuries. The Bible's preservation is a testament to its importance and reverence. We can read it today with confidence in its authenticity. The story of who wrote the Bible is more than just a record of ancient events or a collection of old manuscripts. It's about the ongoing transformation of lives, hearts, and communities across the world. For billions of people, the Bible is not simply a book to be studied, but a living word that speaks into the everyday moments of life, offering guidance when we're uncertain, comfort when we're hurting, and hope when we feel lost. Its timeless wisdom shapes how we relate to one another, helps us navigate challenges, brings comfort in times of grief, and gives us a sense of purpose and direction that endures through every season. Stories abound of lives changed by its message: freedom from addiction, healing from brokenness, hope in the face of despair, and the courage to start again. The Bible's words have inspired countless acts of kindness, forgiveness, and love. The story of the Bible continues to unfold in the lives of those who read it today, no matter their background, age, or circumstance. At its heart, the Bible's central message is about love, redemption, and a God who steps into human history to bring hope and restoration. It invites us to see ourselves, our neighbors, and the world around us in a new light, to imagine what life could be if we lived out its message of compassion and grace. The Bible is more than information or ancient wisdom. It's an invitation to personal transformation, to discover who we are and who we can become. So, who wrote the Bible? It was penned by human hands, poets, prophets, fishermen, and kings, yet inspired by a divine mind, weaving together a story that transcends time and culture. The answer is both simple and profound, a collaboration across centuries, cultures, and languages, united by a single purpose: to reveal God's heart to humanity. The best way to understand the Bible's power is not just to learn about it, but to experience it for yourself, to open its pages and let its words speak to you. If you're not sure where to begin, start with the Gospel of John. Its stories and teachings offer a clear window into the heart of the message. Read with an open heart, ready to be surprised, challenged, and encouraged. The journey of exploring the Bible is worth taking. you may just find that its story becomes part of your own.